Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. It's the Texas A&M Aggies and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
Guys, as you know, Alabama coming off a terrific year last year, getting back into the college football playoff and getting to the second round. But this team has more to prove. They lost their quarterback, Ty Simpson, to the draft, but they still have one of the most dynamic wide receivers in the country. Ryan Coleman-Williams is looking for a little redemption after a low production year last year. The fans can't wait to see what this version of the Crimson Tide will look like this season. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. And he's coming out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Running inside, it's Owens. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Throwing Reed. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. Looking for a man. It's Reed. Throws to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away.
Man, those sting, man. The 3rd down, the money down. Your guy's got to come through. You had a good play called. Receiver there to make a play. He's just got to catch the football. Those hurt on any down, but especially 3rd down.
A huge return there. Steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. Running to the left. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Russell, buying some time, gets rid of it, complete.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. Back to throw, it's Russell. Escapes the pressure to his right. Makes a connection. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Riley. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. On the ground with the counter. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Throwing Russell. Fires to the big fella. They'll bring him down right at the 20-yard line, and a 4th down looms, and decision time for this offense.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big 3rd down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Running into the open space. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
You love to see this on offense early in drives. Getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Quarterback keep. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Here's the give off the left side. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. A cornerstone of the Alabama program really throughout history has been be physical, establish a running game.
Yeah, great running backs. I mean, not only are you recruiting great players in the offensive line and skill and all over the place, but so many great...
Here's a little room there. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead as we get a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Russell on play action. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You can tell, drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off and get what I can get.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Keelan Russell. Oh, they're after him. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
From the gun on third down, Keelan Russell. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
They'll send out the kicker here. After making his first field goal, he'll try to put up another with a shorty from 26. And it's right down the boulevard. The lead now 6 here in the second.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped. When he brought it out of the end zone, he'll be stopped at the 15. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. Texas A&M going quickly. Right back to the well. Picks up the first down. At the 40, there he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set.
make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. Deafening noise. Reed trying to cut through it. He'll pull it down and run. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. And he'd hoped to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. They put points on the board on a couple of drives, but now they'd like to stick one in the end zone. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Russell. Quick strike complete. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
They'll try to move the chains on third and short from the 27. To throw, it's Russell. It's on target and complete. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Riley. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing Russell. Zings it complete to the right. Got 7 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 3.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Might be changing the route. Russell from the gun on 3rd down. Fires quickly. And he gets it right on the cusp. Maybe a few pebbles short of a first down on that football. I see the closed fist from the ref. It'll be 4th down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game. We're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but with the defense getting that stop on 4th down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot.
Turning it on. Got enough for the first. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Running inside, it's Edwards. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Marcel Reed. Firing to the right, complete. There is nowhere to go. He has stopped, and it'll be 4th down from the 23. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. The lead is down to a field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the move from inside his 5. He's out of bounds at his own 15-yard line, looking for running room and couldn't find much on that return. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They'll run it from the gun. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Ben, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. We start with Stanford taking on the number 16, the BYU Cougars. And it's the home team in one of those old-school fight-in-a-phone-booth games. Neither team has been able to break out offensively, but it feels like the one that does will come away today with a signature win. Here now, a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside Conference USA.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They haven't really been able to line up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Keelan Russell, under fire, throwing on the run. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Well, I don't know if the big fella got freaked out because he was so wide open on that play, but that is a catch he has got to make for his quarterback.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Russell. Fires to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And look, I know this offense made some adjustments at halftime, and they couldn't wait to get back out on the field and try to generate a score. But their defense is playing lights out. So to me right now, this is a no-brainer. After the incompletion on 3rd, just punt it away and let your defense eat.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some... Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. There he goes down the right side. Takes it in. Touchdown. Bama.
Oh, and that is a backbreaker for the offense. You're trying to drive down the field here in the second half to keep this thing close, and you cough it up. And not just that, David. It's a defensive touchdown now, starting to blow this game open.
So they're starting to get some separation, and here's the thing about this defense, man. It's one thing to create turnovers and to create extra possessions. This is another thing to know what to do with it when you get it. And they scoop it, had a plan. Look at them run it all the way to the house and add to their lead.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. The offense goes back to work, and the defense is keeping them in it right now. They just really haven't gotten much done when they've had the football. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Owens. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third. Got a little grass. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And these third downs obviously are so crucial, and that's why you call them the money down. But just to get the drive started, man, you get the third down, you get a little bit nervous. Nice job executing, running the football, moving the sticks, and now keeping this drive moving.
The Aggies with the 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Could not make his way to the corner.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
And after that last one, perhaps the emphasis should be on forward pass on 2nd down. Quarterback will keep it, and they're able to get him down.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Reed. Makes the grab on the left. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Well, they weren't thrown to the sticks on that 3rd down. They hit the drag route. They get a nice gain, but that now sets up 4th down with more yards to go, and it's decision time. I think moving forward on 3rd downs, you got to start thinking about routes down the field.
Tide ready to roll on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll try the left side. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Russell Moving out to the right. Throwing on the run. Snags it down the right side. Now you got to think they'll really go on the attack. Big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 48. Now they'll run the draw. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Motion from the wideout. Right back to him on the ground. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Man, these offenses that are built for late game situations, when you get later in the football game and you have the lead and you got a guy that you can hand it to like him that keeps making plays over and over again, man, does it start to put a lot of pressure on the defense for them to be super aggressive and bring a lot more bodies near the line of scrimmage.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. From the gun, they'll try the middle.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8, making side adjustments here. Throwing Russell. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Going to try to get it himself. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job. There's no gain on the play. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. Now let's take a look at the stats of what has been a nip and tuck affair. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. On the move. He gets just a few links away from that first down marker as they almost convert on 3rd down there. Just going to keep it after the snap. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. They needed less than a yard, really too far to kick a field goal, a little too close to punt. Really not much of a decision there.
Yeah, and I really don't care where you're out on the field. 4th and inches, I like me to get inches, and I'm going for it. But especially when you're on the side of the field where you long field goal or maybe just punting the ball, go for it.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
How about this methodical, soul-crushing drive? They've already drained more than 3 minutes off the clock as they snap it on 2nd down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Such a tough spot to be in on defense because you're trailing, you're expecting the offense to run the football. They just did it on the last play, and then on a critical 3rd down, they go play action, and they throw it over your head. You got to feel for this defense.
The Crimson Tide move the sticks through the air. Let's see if they go back to it here. Give to the back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
The offense changing the play. They go play action with Russell. Escapes the pressure going right. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Looks as if we have an injured player for the Aggies on the field. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Russell. Got his man on the right. Touchdown time! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. And he's going to bring this one out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. He'll try it again. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. Play fake, Marcel Reed. Got out of trouble and throws. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Tide offense rolls onto the field. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Russell. Pocket breaking down. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And the pummeling has started. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end, but all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
Bringing it out. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. The run inside. It's Owens. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. to the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. The give on the inside. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Third and 6 yards to go. Unloads quickly. Plows through the defense. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Has to get there to move the sticks. Could be an alley. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Aggies. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And some might question the call. You're going to go for it on 4th down in your own territory, but you don't question the result. He takes the football on the ground all the way to the house. Not only does he get the 4th down conversion, he gets the big touchdown.
They'll try to slam it in. He'll make his way in for the 2, and now they're down by 16. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The Alabama offense coming onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them. Or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Throwing Russell. Under fire. Lets it fly. He's open on the right. He's got the first down, and they'll be able to run it out from here. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready. Level.
Wants to throw. It's Russell. Here's a heat. And he never had a chance.
And the defense needed that one badly. They're losing in this game. They just gave up a big play, so they finally get the sack, but you feel like they're going to need more than that. They're going to need some turnovers to get back in this game.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Running inside, it's Riley. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Timeout is called with just a single second left. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. And this field goal attempt might just seal the deal by making it a 3-score game late. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that will extend their lead even further. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people's point